Hello everyone, and welcome to Barney version 2. Now, yes, now this is the second Barney. Now we'll be able to, hopefully, prevent any more of those errors, but, as you can see, I've taken Wurchegg. This is a completely new file, so I had to pretty much take Wurchegg, immediately. I took Alberg Castle, and I'm slowly working my way through the Nord Empire. As you can see, I took Nudjar Castle as well. And I also took Telrog. And now, as you can see here, we have a few parties of Nords, and they are actually coming to attack me. So we're gonna attack them in return. Yes. Okay, so the return of the Nords. This is the return of the Nords, apparently. So yes. Okay, so we have 87. Versus their 194. This should not be good. Now, as you can see, I've also changed my banner, because I thought it was much more fitting for Barney to have a bear as his symbol of righteousness. And so, yeah, I decided that would be a pretty cool banner to have. And now also, I do have quite a few Huskarls and Knights. I've also regained Deshavi, Clethi, Ymira, and Nizar. So they're all a part of my army as well. I've trained in bows. Yeah, even though I'm still absolutely... Oh, no, never mind, I hit someone. Oh, that's kind of good. I was about to say absolutely awful, but still. I found a cleaver. I found a war cleaver, which is a slashing-only weapon, so that kind of helps me quite a lot, because, you know, some of you suggested that I get an axe, but I couldn't find an axe that was only a slashing axe, that had the power that I wanted, so I kind of went with a cleaver instead, which, I may change it. I may change it at a later date, but still. Yeah, so I have that. I have a new horse, obviously. It's actually a very tanky horse. It's got like 60 armor or something. It's very, very nice. I bought this helmet, which I think one of you requested that I get this helmet because it looks better than the moose helm. So yes, I have that on instead of the moose helm now. I also found Marnid, and he is now my minister. So instead of Artimena, Marnid is my minister, and still until I find Artimena, that is. Because Marnid is a beast. He's got some really cool looking armor on. He actually has the moose helm on. That I had before on Barney, so yeah, that's rather nice as well. He just looks very grandiose in Wurchegg in the Grand Hall and everything. So yeah, everything's looking rather nice and polished, I must say. Nearly all of my companions are quite beastly in combat. I've trained them to be more combat orientated this time rather than support. Because what I found was, at the beginning, I spec'd into surgery, first aid, wound treatment and everything, and then I just continued in that way. And so now Barney is practically the medic. He can still dish out the damage, and he is a very good archer still, but he's taken over Deshavi and Ymira's job from before. Now Deshavi, she's the pathfinding engineer. I spec'd into pathfinding and engineering. And Ymira has taken up the mantle of being a battle maiden. So now she's the sort of secondary medic, but also she's very, very powerful in combat as well. So hopefully we'll get to see her do some serious damage later on. And as you could see, we lost no one. We lost absolutely no one in that fight. My companions are just way too decked out. I did buy quite some good armor for them because if I recall correctly, in my previous in Barney's previous incarnation, he was not very catering to the companions. He did not really care what kind of gear they had. But this time, this is a more caring Barney. He's a Care Bear this time. But yes, he's a caring Barney Bear. That's the way to go. So yes, he's taken care of their needs a lot more than before. Oh, and also, on another note, as soon as I made the Kingdom of Reformia, which is the new Kingdom of Reformia, a guy defected almost immediately from the Kingdom of Vagiers, and his name is Count Bratcher, I think. Yes. and he has about 70 troops, which is rather nice. I must say, for this early on in the game, having 70 troops is pretty decent. So I thought to myself, oh, okay, he's pretty good, so I'll give him 2 villages. So I gave him Ruvar and Oderson, because I don't know whether he'll switch sides again, so I don't really want to give him anything that can be used against me, you know? So, yeah, but, oh, yes, we won. That's good. Okay. And we're getting our renown up, and I'm gonna let him go. He escaped, okay. So now, I don't really... I'm gonna take... I'll take a marksman, because I like them. Okay, there we are. Good. Is there anything here? No, I don't think so. Okay, so we've gained quite a lot of XP from that. Now, my next target was actually going to be Sargoth. That's why I wanted to start recording at this particular moment, because I know that most of you say that is a very, very strategic point to have. Now, the only unfortunate thing is I scouted it a little bit earlier, and apparently, if I can chase this guy, it has a lot of people at it. It has a lot of people garrisoned. So I will probably skip blah blah blah. Can't talk. Can't say English. Okay. Yes. I'll probably skip Sargoth, but I will go on to Tyr, or whatever that's called, and take all the castles near Tyr, and then I will sort of form a pincer movement against the Nords, and I'll be able to vanquish them from this land once more. Now, I felt like I should record just because, you know, come on, it's a cool sort of climbing back to glory for Barney, and I thought you guys would like to see that, and I felt really bad for not being able to show version 1 Barney, so yeah, I kind of wanted to, you know, put out something. So this is it, and we will hopefully be able to siege Tyr rather soon, because I did scout it before and it has about 300 troops, but they're not very high level troops, and I do have high level troops, so we should be able to take it. I think it's like 3 to 1, so 1 Huskarl should be able to take out 3 of their troops, I hope. So that's all I can say, and yeah, I can only hope that that actually works, otherwise it will not be a very good start to the Barney version 2. Yeah, so that'll not be good, but oh, there we are, we won. Well, they only had 36, obviously, but I wanted to prevent him from going back to Wercheg and trying to cause trouble, you know, because as you can see, that's Wercheg there. I haven't started warring against Vaegirs yet, because I kind of want to just concentrate on the Nords. So I think, yes, we'll go, see there's Sargoth, it has 328 plus 200, so it's got like 500 people, and I will not be able to take that just yet, unfortunately. I would have liked to, but yeah, it's not going to happen. So, and yeah, I know the morale is low because I have, let's take a look at the morale. Yes, extra morale for Kingdom of Nord's troops, because that's because we're at war with the Nords, but I don't really mind if they leave until I... Oh, I thought that was mine for a minute there, because I remember that Count Delinard was one of us. But oh, who's this? Let's attack him. Who are you? Who would come in arms to dispute our righteous cause? They know me as Barney version 2. Yes. Okay. Oh, I was going to try and persuade him to join us, but yeah, that's not going to happen by the looks of things. It's quite an even battle so far. Yep, battle advantage is 0, so it is an even battle. We'll see how it goes, and I want to pull back my people, because they keep rushing in. Come back, companions. Deshavi looks actually really cool now, because she has like the same armor on that I do, so we match. We're in a matching set, and I've made her more into a bowman than, more into an archer than the previous incarnation of Deshavi, so... She uses her bow a lot more to kill things, and Cleffy I've actually made into a throwing weapon expert. His R is just a plain tank. He just goes in and has his shield and everything. There's Cleffy. She looks, oh my goodness, she looks very menacing. This is the first time I've seen her up close in battle. Because at the moment, at the previous time when I was just training everyone up, I was kind of just, come on, let's just kill them all, very speedy-like, because I wanted to be able to record today, you know, to be able to bring you some content of Barney's adventures and everything, so, yeah, I felt like that would be really nice to do, so, I think we should probably charge now, because they are trying to flank us a bit, so let's charge them, and prevent them from gaining a upper hand, and I'll just charge down their lines with my absolutely tanky horse, and, yeah, okay, we can do some pretty serious damage there. We eviscerated some of them, and, oh, okay, we're fine. We're fine. And I noticed that most of these Nords like to run away. A few of my battles, nearly, like, I think a quarter of the troops that we're actually fighting have just run away immediately. That could be because of Cleffy's absolutely devilishly looking helm, because it looks like she's some sort of demon, you know, not with any horns or anything, but just no face, you know, so it's like, yeah, quite creepy. But yeah, as you can see, they seem to be all running away. Oh no, these are just the reinforcements. Okay, well, my mistake. Yes, so hopefully we can get to tier, and then we'll be able to take it. I'm thinking there's about 300 there, because Wurchek had 280, and then they reinforced it with another 30 or so, so I think it's probably going to be about 300. And I had one Huscarl. Okay, there we go. We'll let him go free, and we will continue onward.